What's good, YouTube? So we're gonna jump into this one for my mobile mechanics, a little bit of coverage when you're working on the engine bay. So I just got a drop cloth from Walmart or Home Depot, $3, magnet on the shock towers that's gonna hold it in place. As long as the elements aren't that bad, you are good to go. So let's jump into this. I'm gonna show you how to get the upper intake pulled out of the vehicle. That way, if you're gonna be changing spark plugs or ignition coils, you'll see it's going to make everything a lot easier, and that's how you're going to be able to access those parts. So the air cleaner where your filter is, that engine filter is going to have to come out. I do have a separate video detailing that, so definitely take a look at that. I didn't add it to this video just to keep it a little bit short for you guys. So again, go ahead, check that video out, but we're going to jump into this. We got a few connectors we need to take off. This right here on your throttle body, you can use a screwdriver to just pop that open, and then you can squeeze it closed with a wrench. But that will need to come out. That's going to allow you space on that passenger side. Now we do have a few clips. I'm going to show you how to take those off. You have about 2 or 3 that are exact same clips. So we'll detail this first one and jump right into this. So right here, this little gray tab on the back, you're going to want to release that lever. Use a pick, screwdriver, whatever you have. Once you pull it back, you can squeeze down on that tab. It's going to pop right open. You'll see a little notch in the front right there. That's what it's clipped onto. So once you lift the tab, clear that, it's going to slide right off. We're going to move on here, show you a couple other things. All those little hoses right there on the throttle body, you'll want to take those off. Now this is where the engine filter was located. Again, take a look at that video. It's going to move you right along in no time, maybe about 2 minutes. So next up, we're going to take this hose out, but we're going to leave it in that position. We're just going to pop it out of the upper intake right there. This clip, same clip right there on the side of that throttle body. Behind the intake, you have that tube with the yellow line on it. Go ahead and disconnect that, and then you'll weave it out at the end. This little V6 box, only 2 of those are going to come out. They're 2 little torque screws. Pop those out. Then you're going to have 2 10 torques under there. So you should have 2 torque 10s and then 2 more on the back. That's another connector to take off, and then 1 more in the front. That one you'll take off once you lift the intake a little bit. It's going to give you space to grab that and squeeze it out. So these 2 torque 10s, when you get those out, and the 2 more in the back, so 4 total, you're going to be able to release that entire upper intake. You can pull it up and then disconnect the rest of them, the lines, that yellow line and the one in the front. Now, I'm going to remove a breather line on the side because I am going to be working on some injector coils. But the breather, you could actually leave there. If you're going to work on spark plugs or something, you're good. Now, I recommend with the gaskets for your upper intake to put them down on the engine side. I'll show you that. What I'm doing right now is the ignition coil, but that's not detailed in this video. Didn't have enough time to really set up cameras. You're going to see the area it's at is way in the back. So I recommend doing this one first. But again, we're going to throw these intake gaskets on right here. Throw out your protection, engine side, good to go.